Hello everyone, welcome to Wi-Fi Learn. In this video, we can see some problems in parallel network. The problems I took from the book of Electrical Circuit Analysis by John Bird. See in this problem, for the circuit shown in the figure, determine the reading of an ammeter and the value of the resistor R2. We have to find the current flowing through the R3 resistor, that is, we have to find the reading of the ammeter, that is current flowing through the R3, and we have to find the value of the resistance R2. It is very easy. Here they have not given the input supply also. In parallel circuit, voltages are same in the networks, parallel network which is connected. So we can find the voltage of the first resistor or a potential difference across the first resistor. That voltage would be same for all the parallel path and also the input supply. So these are the characteristics which we have already seen in the parallel network. So potential difference across the first resistor V1 is equal to current flowing through that resistor in I1 into resistance R1. Current flowing through that resistor is 8 amps and the resistance is 5 ohms. So V1 is equal to 40 volt. This 40 volt is same for all the branches including the supply. So V supplied can be written as 40 volt and the total current is 11 ampere. Here 40 volt will be dropped across this R2 also. Now we can find the current flowing through R2 and the current flowing through R3. They have asked us the ammeter reading of this R3 ohms. The voltage across R3 ohms is also 40 volt. So current flowing through the R3 resistor is V3 divided by R3. V3 is 40 volt, R3 is 20 ohms. So the value of I3 can be given as 2 ampere. The current flowing through this is 2 ampere current is flowing here and 8 ampere current is flowing here. The total current is 11 ampere, so the remaining current will be flowing in R2. So the total current is 11 ampere, I total. It has been branched as 8 ampere and we don't know the value of I2 and 2 ampere is flowed in third branch. The remaining current I2 is 1 ampere current. The current flowing through R2 is 1 ampere. Now we can find the value of R2. According to Ohm's law, R2 is V2 divided by I2. Voltage is same, so R2 is equal to 40 divided by I2 is 1. So the value of R2 is equal to 40 ohm. It's very easy. See in this problem, for the circuit shown in the figure, find the value of supply voltage V and find the value of the current that has been branched. So it is easy to find the supply voltage. Check whether they have given any current or not. In the second branch, they have given the current value as 3 ampere. So in this branch, we can find the potential difference. That voltage is same for all the branches including the supply voltage. So the potential difference across the second resistor is I2 into R2. The current given here is 3 ampere and the resistance value is 20 ohm. So the voltage is 60 volt. 60 volt appear across all the branches that has been connected. So now we can find the value of I3 and I1. I3 is equal to V3 divided by R3. We know that V1 would be equal to V2 would be equal to V3 would be equal to V supply in parallel network. So all the voltages are same in parallel network. So 60 divided by R3 is 60. So I3 current is 1 ampere. And find the value of I1. I1 is equal to V1 divided by R1. 60 divided by 10. So I1 is equal to 6 ampere. Now we can find the total current value. Total current I total is equal to summation of all the current that has been branched. So the total current is 3 ampere plus 1 ampere plus 6 ampere. So total current is 10 ampere. The supply is equal to 60 volt. Now we can find the total resistance value also. R total according to Ohm's law can be given by V by I. V supplied by I total. V supplied is 60 volt. I total is 10 ampere. So R total is 6 ohm. R equivalent can be found by using a parallel network equation as R equivalent. 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 by 60 plus 1 by 20 plus 1 by 10. So if we take and if we do mathematical calculations, we'll get the value of R equivalent is equal to 10 divided by 60. 1 by R equivalent is equal to 10 divided by 60. R equivalent is equal to 6 ohm. This method also we can find the R equivalent value, or just finding the total supply voltage and the total current, we can find the R equivalent. You can use any one of the method. See, in this problem, it is very interesting. Given 4 1 ohm resistance, state how they must be connected to give an overall resistance of 1 by 4 ohms, 1 ohms, 1 by 3 ohms, 2.5 ohms, all the 4 resistors being connected in each cases. So in this problem, they have given 4 resistors, each resistor is of 1 ohm. See the solution. Let R1 is equal to R2 is equal to R3 is equal to R4 is equal to 1 ohm. Each are of same value. We have to connect. It can be either connected in series or it can be connected in a parallel network also. But we need the cases of having an overall resistance of 1 by 4, 1 by 3 and 2.5 resistance and 2.5 ohms. Let's see one by one the cases. It is very easy. First case, we need the equivalent resistance of 1 by 4 ohm. R equivalent is 1 by 4. See the equivalent resistance in the fraction format. Note, if you have a fraction format, that the resistance must be connected in parallel. Right? Here the given resistance is 1 ohm. If you connect these 1 ohm resistance in series, we will get 4 ohms resistance. But if you connect in parallel, definitely the resistance would be divided. So in first cases, we can connect each 1 ohm resistance in parallel. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to find the R equivalent, each of 1 ohm. Now, I have already told that if a resistance, identical resistance are connected in a parallel of n numbers, then R equivalent could be found by R, the value of the resistance, divided by number of times the resistance has been connected. Here, the 1 ohm resistance, the value of resistance is 1 ohm, it is connected for 4 times. So, 1 by 4. So, the R equivalent value is equal to 1 by 4. So, we got the equivalent resistance as 1 ohm for the 1 ohm resistance connected in parallel. Then now we can see the second case, B. Here 1 ohm resistor. We need the R equivalent value as 1 ohm. They have given each resistor value as 1 ohm. Think that if 4 resistors are connected in series, we will get 4 ohms. Right? In series connection, if we sum up, we will get as 4 ohms. But we need equivalent resistance as 1 ohm to be connected in a manner. We need 1 ohm resistance, so that the resistance must be connected in such a manner to get 1 ohm resistance. The resistance, these 4 resistors must be connected in such a manner. We have to get the R equivalent as 1 ohm. We can make that. Here also we have to make a parallel connection. If you have only 2 resistance in parallel, we'll get 1 by 2, right? But we have 4 resistance. So, make a series connection of 2 resistance and parallel them. A series connection of 2 1 ohm resistance and parallel it. If you find the R equivalent, this 1 plus 1 is 2. Here 1 plus 1 is 2. So, 2 ohms resistors are connected in a parallel combination. Now, the circuit will look like this, right? 2 ohms and 2 ohm, and we have to find the R equivalent. R equivalent we can find by the shortcut method which I told, R by N, when R is identical. Here R is 2 and it has been connected for twice that amount of time. So, R equivalent is 1 ohm. R equivalent is 1 ohm. For this case, if you connect 2 resistance in series, we will get 2 ohms. So we have to divide that 2 to get 1 ohm equivalent resistance. So for division, we have to connect a parallel network again with the same case. So by using this connection, we can get the R equivalent of 1 ohm. And in third case, we need the resistance of 1 by 3, right? Resistance is in third case 1 by 3. See, 1 by 3 we can get by using a parallel connection. If you connect 3 1 ohm resistance in parallel, by parallel equivalent we will get 1 by 3, and if you connect 1 ohm resistance in series, if you add together we will get 1 by 3. It is very simple. So each resistance of 1 ohm, connect those 3 resistance in parallel, 1 ohm, 1 ohm, 1 ohm, and connect separate 1 ohm in a series and find the equivalent. This parallel connection will give the value of Rx as, since identical resistance are connected in parallel, to find the R equivalent, the formula is R by N. Value of resistance is 1 and 3 times it has been connected. Now the circuit will look like 1 by 3 ohm connected in series with 1 ohm, and we have to find the R equivalent. It is a series combination, we will get R equivalent as 1 by 3. It is very simple. Last case, we have to get a value of 2 1 by 2 as a R equivalent value. See, for a fraction, the resistance must be connected in parallel. That is, we need 1 by 2 resistance. So connect 2 1 ohm resistance in a parallel and connect other 2 resistance in series. Now we can find the R equivalent value. This parallel circuit will give the value of half, right? A parallel circuit R equivalent is R by N. The value of R is 1. Number of time connected is 2. So we will get 1 by 2. The circuit will look like 1 by 2 ohm, and remaining 1 ohm are connected in series, and now we have to find the R equivalent value. R equivalent is equal to 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus half, 2 and half. R equivalent. These are the connections to find the value of R equivalent as 1 by 4, 1 by 3 and 2 1 by 2 ohms. So it is very easy. If you have any fraction value, if you have the resistance of identical, choose a parallel network. If you are not having a fractional value of resistance, choose a series network, but we have 4 resistance here. If you connect this 4 resistance in series, we will get 4 ohms, and if you connect 2 resistance in series, we will get 2 ohms. To cancel out, we have to do a fraction. For fraction, parallel network is best. I hope you understood these problems. If you have any doubt, please leave it in the comment section. See you in the next video. Thank you. And if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to Wi-Fi Learn.